Hey everyone, it is Eric with Rockin H TV 79. This is very impromptu. Excuse me. It's Friday night and I'm out here in the shop because I really want to get this project wrapped up. And I thought, let's just do a quick video showing people how to do tarps the easy way. And I want to go mow my grass here before we have another event this evening. So here we are, okay? And so what we're going to do is, if you've been following me for since November, hey Steve, hi Brad, I've been working on these grain trains since then, and I finally got the last part in from Australia, just a couple days ago. Hey Michael, Dustin, how are you? And I finally I'm ready to wrap this up. I'm so ready to be done with this. But I need tarps, and the guy says he says all you need now is tarps that match the dark green stripe on my truck, and then they'll be done. Oh, hallelujah. Vaughn, hello. Austin, hello, hello. I got to give props to Vaughn. Vaughn, you're going to love this, buddy. This is because of you. Look at that, right in there. Ha ha. I got these done last night too, by the way. This is kind of cool. But right in there, Vaughn, that's all because of you, my friend. Thank you for that good tip. And I'll explain that later, because I'm going to give him props in the No Secret Slab. If you're not a member, please join. Okay, Cody, hello, hello. So basically what we're going to do is, these are tarps on the cheap. I mean, if you are dead freaking broke, you can't afford a freaking thing in the world, this is going to save your day. It is absolutely not glamorous, perfectly not glamorous, but it will get you a tarp, and it is so on the cheap, you can't not do it if this is what you want to do. Now I'll explain just a couple of things. Normally, my modus operandi, hi there Shane, good to see you. I take electrical tape, that's whatever color the tarp is, I roll it up like this, usually over a plastic rod of some sort, and then I go ahead and just glue it on there so it's static open. Hello Shane, hi David, good to see you. But this time I thought, we've come this far, let's try something new, and here we are. So this is what we're going to do. And this will probably be a quick tutorial because I want to go get my grass mowed before we go out to another thing this evening. Okay, so here we are. I'm going to flip the camera around so you guys can see what I'm doing, and we will get going. Here we are. All right. Like I said, this is absolutely the most unglamorous way to do a tarp on the planet, but it'll get you in the saddle. So I have to make this particular tarp for this Super Beat trailer, and like I said, he wants it this dark green style, so here we go. All right, you'll notice what this is, don't you? Hello? Yeah, everyone's got a roll of this in their house. As I totally biffed that was cool. What I've done here is, I'm just going to measure my trailer. So I'm going to go a little bit past this. That's just kind of the way this trailer's made. Well, I guess you can't see that, can you? Here, let's do it this way. Anyway, so we're going to go a little bit past that lip, and then we're going to go kind of right out to this edge over here. We're going to make it 5 and, not a half, but 11/16. Let's do 5 and 11/16. Okay. Wow, that was neat. 5 and 11/16. Here we go. You'll notice on my tape here I got a little folded edge, so I'm going to count. It's duct tape. You got plenty of this. Don't worry about using it. Just use it. Okay. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm going to fold it on that line there. I'm going to give myself plenty of room here. Okay, let's try that again. We're going to do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so right about there is where I'm going to go after the 45. And all I'm going to do here, guys, is fold that on itself. Okay, that's all I'm doing so far. I'm using a really sharp Sharpie here, just so you know. It's not a new blade bit, it's pretty close. I'm just going to cut that off, and then we're done with our tape. Now we got to make this the right size for that. And let's drag that back in the shot. So you can see here we got plenty of tape to work with. Let's push that back out of the road. So I'm going to cut that off first. Make me a nice straight edge. Do 5 11/16 here. Give yourself a little more room if you need it, because you got, I mean, it's, you're gonna buy a whole tape for a couple of dollars, right? Whole roll. And we're gonna make sure our edges are nice and straight here. We're gonna use our grid here to make this perfect. There we go. Again, this, I'm not saying this is glamorous, but dadgummit, trying to find a seamstress that will make me tarps consistently has been just a disaster. Now, you'll notice this is pretty narrow here. Let's just show you how narrow it is. Whoa, that's a lot of tarp here. Whoops, let's bring that here. That's a bucket of tarp. We don't need that much. All right. What I'm gonna do here is I'm gonna start narrowing this up. I got some funky tape goo here. Let's just cut that off. So we have a nice, beautiful edge. Okay. No more funky tape goo. Look at that. Uh-oh, still a bit big, isn't it? Well, shoot. Excuse me, man, am I going through puberty or what? Now, you'll notice I'm not being real scientific here. And part of the reason is it's duct tape. If I screw this up, who cares? Get more duct tape. Right? I mean, really. Oh, thanks for the love. Someone agrees with me. Hallelujah. Yeah, it's duct tape. Who cares if we screw it up? Now, you will notice the back end, the front end is narrower than the back end on this trailer. This is one of those projects I really, really regret not doing 2 of these projects just so I could go back and undo all the crap I screwed up on the first one and do things differently. Because, man, there's a ton of things I would do differently. But that's okay. Rockin H TV 80 will be a walkthrough of this project, just so you know. That's on Monday night. Okay, so I'm kind of happy with the way this is going. There's a little bit of overlap on this side. Not a lot, but a little bit. Now, this is gray, and my tarp has to be that color right here, this dark color. What are we going to do? Glad you asked. Okay, first thing we're going to do, I just went and put some lacquer thinner on this sock. It's my rag. Yeah, I reused my old socks as rags. I mean, why not? What I'm going to do here is, I got to curve, you know, I got to make this silly tarp kind of follow the curve of the tarp bows. So, we're just going to kind of give this bad boy some curve. Okay? And it's okay if you put too much on that. You can always flatten it out, but if you got to bend it once you put it on your truck or trailer or whatever you're building, then it becomes tricky, and I'll show you a good example of that. Okay, see? That kind of looks tarpy, doesn't it? Sweet. Now, I just put lacquer thinner on my sock rag. So I'm going to just take my lacquer thinner. I'm going to wipe all my fingerprints and junk off of this. Not getting too carried away. Then, I'm going to paint the belly of this thing first. Watch this. I got a couple of junk pieces of plastic and wood and thing. So I'm kind of just, what I'm doing is setting this tape in this cradle, for lack of a better word. So that way when I paint it, it doesn't lose its color. Now, what I'm going to do is give you a little bit of a ride. And today I'm actually painting outside because it's so dang nice. Actually, I'm not going to paint this for you. Just let me get the one that I've already done. Okay, so I did this one just a little bit ago. And just so you know, I'm painting it in here. I'm not priming it. And I'm just using, what am I using here? I went to Hobby Lobby a little bit ago and I just bought some paint. I mean, all I did was I got a picture of the real truck on my phone and I looked, that looks about the same color. And that's how I did this. Hey, Matthew from Michigan, good to see you. So back to this project. Here we go. Boom. Oh, darn it. There we go. Okay, so when I paint the belly of it, I make a little cradle, and when the paint's dry, I move my boards together, and then I let this lap over the top of it so it doesn't lose its curve. And then I had it out in the sun, so it's really nice and pliable right now. And so far, the paint doesn't seem to be minding me touching it and mucking around with it. So let's put this together. Okay. Look at that. Ta-da! Okay. Well, I don't want it to come off, so we're gonna need a little bit of glue. All I'm gonna do is take my favorite glue and make sure you do the passenger side, or right if you're looking at it, left if you're looking at the rear. Okay, so we're just gonna put a little dab of glue along the back edge. There we go. Boom. And that bad boy is done. We're going to set it up, square it up. Now this particular model is not going on a display. It's going on a shelf because this is what the guy runs in Australia. This is their family's rig, their family farm's rig. Uh-oh. Aw, never fails. Come on, get off my finger. A little bit of glue globbed onto my finger. Get off of there. I'm just gonna wipe that off quick. Okay. Now I'm gonna pick this up and look at the side and make sure I got everything tight and neat and nice. The one thing I did notice here, guys, if you choose to do this with your own trucks or whatever you're gonna do, once you put the super glue, it does kind of make that paint liquidy. Or you'll notice here, see how the glue's turned green underneath there? And I'm not using Instaset on this at all. I'm just kind of letting the warmth of the day just adhere that to my trailer. Would the roll tarp the opposite way down under since it drive? Oh, you know, that's a great question, Corey. I don't even know. Huh. Wow. 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 I'm totally suddenly feeling really inadequate at the moment. Thanks, Corey. Happy Friday. I'm just teasing you. Actually, I don't have any clue, but yeah, I'm really concerned about that all of a sudden. Anyway. So guys, that's how you make your own little roll tarp for your trucks. Again, it's not glamorous. One thing I would warn you though, if you choose to do this, and I showed you how I rolled this up in that pencil and made it so it has that nice curve in there, make sure you do a good job of that, because if you don't, that thing's gonna flop up like mine does over here. And part of it is these tarp bows in here are higher than the ends. No worry, Corey. This is going to set on a shelf, so I don't think he's going to be, and he's been waiting for months on this project, so I don't think he'll be too unhappy. But yeah, just make sure you do a good job, or do this. This is another thing I've done in the past. I do this a lot on pups, especially when the inside of the truck looks terrible, or the inside of the trailer looks weird. Just glue that dude down all the way, and just put it in a static closed position, and then you've got it. So this project, one more tarp, and this project is over. Hallelujah, and I get paid. Dang, I like that. Okay, guys, hope you found this helpful. If you like it, please leave me some love, comments, likes, and shares, and things like that. I appreciate it. And don't forget, on Monday, I'm actually going to go and I'm going to explain to you how I did this project, so if you choose to do one of your own accord, why, you'll know exactly what not to do and how to do what I did. So no secrets on that end. Catch me at 8:30 Central on Monday, and we'll catch you next time. Have a great weekend. Bye.